Hey everybody, welcome to Magic the Blathering. This is where I blather on about Magic and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about, even though I don't. My name's Eric, and I am doing a Khans of Tarkir draft today. I've drafted this format quite a few times, probably like 10 or 20 drafts I've done, either by myself or with a friend. Um, the thing that's really big right now is the five color decks. They're taking up all the lands, and I haven't actually drafted a five color deck. When the format first came out, I had my suspicions that the five color deck would be pretty good, but I didn't want to be the one to try it, so because I'm a coward. So looking at this pack, Rakshasa Death Dealer is a pretty strong card, but it is a gold card, and I'm a little bit wary about first picking gold cards, but I probably would take it. I think it's pretty strong if it weren't for the fact that the next card in the pack is an Abzan Battle Priest, which is just an awesome card, and I really like white in the format too, so that affects my decision a little bit. Okay, so looks this pack looks pretty weak. Howl of the Horde, lame. I don't think I have not actually seen this card cast yet. Kinshri Invocation's really solid. It's not really what I'm doing right now, but this is another card that I kind of had my doubts about. It kind of asks a lot of you, like having a big toughness creature. At least this is what I thought, at the very beginning of the format. I was like, having a big toughness creature, how often is that really going to happen? But there's a lot of, especially in black and green, there's a lot of really high toughness creatures. So I've seen this card be quite good. So for me, the pick in this pack is probably between Feat of Resistance and Scoured Barrens. Feat of Resistance is so good. I mean, it's really good. Combat Trick is definitely what you want. There isn't a lot of premium removal floating around. So the Combat Trick is a good way to deal with creatures, and especially with Abzan Battle Priest, Feat of Resistance is just good, so I'm going to take that. Okay, so this pack has some pretty good options, depending on what direction we want to go. There's a Hordling Outburst, which is really solid. I haven't actually played with it, but I've seen a lot of people have a lot of success with this card. I definitely think it's good. Abzan Guide, obviously, is just the nut. This card is so good, but I mean, all the big gold morphs are really good. There's also a land in Blossoming Sands. I'm not sure, quite where we're going yet, and I don't want to pick a allied color land. You're better off picking an enemy colored land because it can fit into two clans. If we pick this land, we're pretty much in Abzan. There's also Killshot, which is pretty good. A lot of people have been kind of down on it, but I still think it's pretty good. Woolly Loxodon's a sweet card. It's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the Abzan Guide here. I just really like this card. It is a little bit early to be taking a gold card, especially in such a strong pack. Ooh, okay. So one thing I have not actually had the pleasure of doing yet is drafting the Black-White Warriors deck, and this deck is supposed to be really strong. I have cast Rush of Battle. And this card, I can tell you, is very good. The sorcery speed hurts it a little bit, but a lot of relevant warriors in the set. We have two of them right here. These are two pretty strong cards. So yeah, I think I am willing to take the Chief of the Edge here. Just because I think the Black-White Warriors is a pretty good archetype, and I really want to try it out. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. It's really popular, and seeing a Chief of the Edge come around. A little bit late, maybe means that it'll be open. But some other strong warriors in the pack too. Einok Bondkin is also pretty good with Abzan Battle Priest and Feat of Resistance. So we'll see if we can get there with the warriors. Hey, there's my buddy, the big turtle. Everybody loves this guy. Okay, so I was gonna totally slam the Horde Chief, but there's a Raiders Spoils here. Raider Spoils is a really solid card for the Warrior deck. And, seeing cards like this coming around means that at least, passing in this direction, it looks like the Warrior deck could be totally open, and I'm pretty excited about that. I would love to get a chance to actually play with this deck. So yeah, I think the pick here is Raider Spoils. I think Horde Chief is really good, and I hope to pick one up. But with it being an uncommon, you know, I can't pass a Raider Spoils. I got to take that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, decent pack here. Unyielding Krumar. Once again, a lot of people are pretty down on this card. I mean, I think it's pretty serviceable. 3/3 for 4 seems fine, and the first strike is pretty relevant. You know, with all the morphs sitting around at 2/2. It seems like a pretty relevant turn 4 play. I feel like a lot of the time in the format, people are just going like turn 3 morph, turn 4 morph, and this is just like, it's a little bit better than playing another morph on turn 4, so I think it's good for that reason. I think I'm gonna take yeah, you know what? Let me just take it. I was gonna take the Rush of Battle, but you know, I think you can pick up Rush of Battles a little bit later than that, especially in packs 2 and 3. Okay, so getting down to like the not so exciting cards. There's Firehoof Cavalry, which it's fine. It doesn't usually make the cut. Hooting Mandrills, which is really good. It's pretty late to see a Hooting Mandrills, I think. I've been really impressed with Rotting Mastodon. The 2/8, the 2/8 just blocks for days. This is a large elephant. Blocks everything. Blocks Woolly Loxodon like it's nothing. I think I'll probably take the Mandrills here. That's probably just the best card in the pack. Not sure if we'll play it. Not sure if we're playing green even, but could be good. Ooh, okay. So it looks like white is pretty open with Alabaster Kieran coming around. We did pass a lot of good white cards, though, so, you know, I am concerned about getting past white cards from the other direction, but maybe this pack we could pick up some good black, some good green cards. Even red we're open to at this point. So there's a land with Bloodfell Caves, which is pretty good. I would consider taking that and moving into Mardu. The Warriors fit pretty nicely in Mardu. But Alabaster Kieran's just a solid card, and it keeps us a little bit more open, I think. Well, I mean, taking fixing keeps us open, but I think I'm going to take the Kieran here. I really like this card. Okay, so a couple options here. Active Treason. It's pretty solid. I don't really like Siegecraft. If I wanted a Pillarfield Ox, I could play Pillarfield Ox. Well, not in this format, but I'm really not too excited about building my own Pillarfield Ox. Valley Dasher is totally solid. Like, this is a totally serviceable card. I think it's fine. I think I'll probably take the Valley Dasher. There's also Set Adrift, which isn't really I don't really want to play Esper, but Set Adrift is pretty good. Okay, so my options here are a Krumar Bondkin or another Unyielding Krumar. We get the Krumar bros here. I'll probably take the Krumar Bondkin. I think it's a little bit better than Unyielding Krumar. The 5 power is sweet. It's Warrior. Obviously, they're both Warriors, so that's good. And yeah, I already have Abzan Guide, so this is my second morph. And I think I'll take another Krumar Bondkin here. That seems fine. I'm not super excited about Barrage of Boulders. It seems pretty bad. I think I got blown out by it like once. Sagu Archer's fine. His arms are really long, so yeah, Krumar Bondkin can get in the deck. I think I'd probably take Bitter Revelation here. The card's really good sealed. Not sure how good it is in draft. I haven't actually cast it. Seek the Horizon. Embodiment of Spring. Embodiment of Spring's pretty good. Seek the Horizon is so bad, though. Oh, life gain. I'm gonna gain so much life. Wow, Firehoof Cavalry coming around instead of a basic land. That's somebody wants the basic lands. Ooh, okay. So we open a Crackling Doom here, which I have played with this card. It's sweet. Like it is really good. Yeah, this is just a great pack. There's also Tuskguard Captain. It's a warrior. It works well with our Battle Priest and some of the other Feat of Resistance, you know, some of the other +1/+1 counter stuff. Everybody loves Archer's Parapet. Just, it doesn't get any more solid than Archer's Parapet. And there's even a land that would fit nicely in our colors. But it's a tough pick here. I could take the Crackling Doom, but I think we have 2 pretty good green cards. So I think we can take this and kind of cement ourselves in Abzan. Abzan's probably my favorite clan. There's also Smite the Monstrous. Smite the Monstrous is pretty good. I've been happy having 1. I don't really want 2. I think that's the general consensus. Ooh, okay. This is a card. Do we want to take See the Unwritten? Put 2 creature cards onto the battlefield. Nah. It's pretty cool, but I don't think so. So the pick here is probably going to be Skull Hunter or Hateblade. That's pretty close, actually. I'd say these cards are very comparable. That's tough. I think I'm going to cut this Firehoof Cavalry for now. It's pretty funny that we picked that up, though. Put this here. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough pick. There is also Death Frenzy, which is a great card. I don't really want it in this kind of deck, but yeah, I think this card is very good. Especially at uncommon. I think I'm going to go for the Hateblade. Yeah, I think I am going to go for the Hateblade here. We might be getting cut on white here, so I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. I don't even know why. I just want that. So yeah, Murder's Cut. This is a really easy pick. Pretty late. I guess it's not that late, but this is like a slam first pick. It looks like somebody took the rare, and then it looks like they took a common. I don't know what. There is no common that is better than Murder's Cut. But yeah, that's an easy pick here. Jungle Hollow I would like to have. Maybe we can table that. Kieran, I would love to see a Kieran come back. Ponyback Brigade could be pretty good. It's really good with Raider Spoils. Ooh, okay. So there's another Abzan Guide, Jungle Hollow, which I do have to start taking fixing eventually, but we're getting some really powerful cards here. And the card that I'm going to take is Abzan Falconer. This card is just crazy, and it looks like we're getting close. We have probably the 3 best Outlast Lords. Tuskar, yeah, we have the 3 best Outlast Lords already. Arguably, Murek Nightblade is better than Tuskar Captain because Death Touch is better than Trample, but I think this is just better because it's a 2/3 for 3, and it's a warrior. Okay, hey, look. Guess what decision we get to make again. So, seeing as I took the Hateblade last time, I'm going to take the Skull Hunter this time. There's also Woolly Loxodon. This guy he's a big elephant with a pickaxe. Like, yeah, that's hard to argue with. Like, this thing is huge. Like, you gotta love the big Loxodon. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Skull Hunter here. Ooh. I have not had a chance to play with Keru Bloodsucker yet. And this is a deck that I think is pretty cool, is the black-green toughness deck. Stuff like this, Sultai Flare, and Kintry Invocation. That deck seems really sweet, but the problem is that like all those cards are uncommons, so it's hard for the deck to come together. But yeah, you get you drop like the Disowned Ancestor, Sultai Flare, this thing, like you just go off with the big butts deck. So here I'm probably going to take the Smite the Monstrous. Like I said, I like having one in the deck, so I will pick one up there. Okay, so some choices here. We could take Sage-Eye Harrier. It's a warrior. It flies. It's got a big butt. It morphs, which is sweet. There's also Throttle, which is pretty good card. Yeah, removal is just really at a premium. This kills a lot of things. There are a lot of high toughness creatures, but this and then plus like a little chump blocker, finish off in combat. I think Throttle's usually pretty good. That's a tough pick. I think I am going to take the Harrier, though. I really want to get there with the Warrior thing, and that's going to mean like taking all of the Warriors that I possibly can. Ooh, and we are rewarded when a second Throttle comes around. So I'll probably take that here. Definitely don't like Tusk Colossadon. Dutiful Return. This is a card that I think a lot of people pretty much ignore, and I think if you have the right deck for it, it can be pretty good. The format's really grindy, I've noticed, and bringing back 2 creature cards is just like a huge blowout a lot of the time, especially when the removal is so clunky. If they like waste some of their big clunky removal, and you can just bring back whatever they killed, that is such a blowout. So I think I'm gonna slam this Archer's Parapet. Yeah, I don't really want to play Kintry Warden. I guess I would. It's a warrior. I think I would have to have one more warrior. I think I would have to have one more Warriors Matters card to justify playing a Kindred Warden. But yeah, Archer's Parapet is sweet. Love the Parapet. I guess I'll take Sidisi's Pet here. This is really the only thing for me. Hope I don't have to play it. I'll probably just put it on the sideboard. Oh, man, that's really late for Crippling Chill. Crippling Chill is very good. I'll take a Race and never, ever side it in. Oh, give me that Foil Mountain. Yeah, value. Embodiment of Spring. Sure. Sure. So the deck's shaping up pretty good. 14 creatures. Nice. Warrior check. Warrior. 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 Obviously, Warrior. 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 Yeah, I think we're getting there. If I could pick up like a Chief of the Scale in this pack, oh my god. That would be a dream come true. I do want to pick up at least one Rush of Battle. And obviously fixing is going to be a big thing. So it looks like I'm definitely base black-white with a little splash of green. I don't even have to play the Hooting Mandrills. I think it's pretty good, but it might not be great in this deck. It depends how much stuff's trading off. If a lot of stuff trades off, then you can get down like an early Hooting Mandrills. Okay. So a lot of good cards here, for sure. So there's Kintree Invocation, which is a sweet card, and it makes a warrior. So the question is, how many things do I have that are good with it? Parapet's pretty sweet. I guess it's good with Abzan Guide. Yeah, not that much. Decent with Kieran. I can always, if I have a big Outlast guy, I can always just hit that with it. There's also an Einok Bondkin. I'm going to flag that. The Einok Bondkin's pretty sweet. And then we have Savage Punch. Savage Punch is a hell of a card. Like, this card is great. We already have a reasonable amount of removal with Smite, Murderous Cut, and Throttle. Feat of Resistance is gonna kill a creature a good amount of the time too. So I don't think we need to take the Savage Punch. I think I'd rather just have the Bondkin. I am kind of clogging up on 2-drops, which I think is good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this. Ooh, look at that. Surak Dragonclaw. He's a warrior. Put him in the deck. No. Probably the pick here is Heir of the Wilds. Because he's a 2-drop, and I think 2-drops are what we're doing. He's a warrior. Yeah, this card's just sweet. And it should be in this deck, so I'm going to take it. Ooh, okay. So, a couple options here. So here's the Rush of Battle that I want. There's also a Mardu Hateblade. I like having 2 of those. But I really don't think I can pass up on an Abzan Charm. Although, this is the time to start being honest with myself that I'm probably not going to get a lot of fixing, and that I might have to cut my green cards. Which I don't want to do, but if I don't have the fixing, just being a tight black-white 2-color aggro deck is going to beat down on a lot of people. It seems like there might be someone drafting 5-color at this table. Disowned Ancestor is pretty good. It's a warrior. It gets big. I don't know. Do I pass on the Abzan Charm? It's so good. Yeah, I think I do pass on the Abzan Charm. No, I'm going to take it. I don't know if that's correct. It's tough to say. Ooh, okay. So, I think I want to take Timely Hordemate here. I was thinking about this card when I was talking about how I have a billion 2-drops. This card has actually really underperformed for me, personally. I thought it was really sweet when I saw it spoiled, but it's actually not good because there are not a lot of good 2-drops in the format. But as it would happen, I have a ton of sweet 2-drops, minus Feat of Resistance. So yeah, I think this is actually the deck that's going to want a Timely Hordemate. There's also Krumar Bondkin. 2 of those is more than enough for me. Dragonscale Boon I've been really impressed with, but I gotta stay away from the green cards at this point. Oh man, we're really hurting for fixing now. Okay, so there's Teamer Charger, which is totally serviceable. Like it's definitely a horse. Jeskai Student, which is it's not great. I probably wouldn't want to play it. I'm definitely gonna get their unplayables. Like this deck seems pretty good if I can get there with the fixing. It's also a pretty late Ponyback Brigade. Hopefully nobody's in Mardu. I don't want to play against Mardu. I think it's really good. I'm going to take the Teamer Charger here. Just like, we'll just play every 2-drop. Where are all the lands at? Oh, okay. Jeez. So, I guess I'll take another Inoc Bondkin here. I'm not sure if I want to play it, but it's basically strictly better than Smoke Teller. Rite of the Serpent, I definitely don't want to take a double black card since I'm hurting so hard for fixing. Abomination is cool. Yeah, I'll take the Bondkin. Come on, one time land. Let's see. Molting Snakeskin is okay. See, Dragon Scale Boon is definitely better than Molting Snakeskin, but I might just have to go ahead and cut a lot of the green cards for my deck here to be able to get there on fixing. So I think I'm going to take the Molting Snakeskin just for that reason. I would much rather prefer to have a boon. So there's a Mardu Hateblade or a Sultai Scavenger. I think Mardu Hateblade's better. Maybe not, but I think at least for my deck, Mardu Hateblade is going to be better. I think the plan now is, since I'm not really getting there on fixing, I think I'll just take the rare. Since I'm not really getting there on fixing at the moment, could I play Scout the Borders? No. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to take Lens of Clarity here, and that is because I want to see over the life of this format how many Lens of Clarities I can collect. So this will be one. And the Dismal Backwater comes back. Why? I remember earlier in the draft I had the chance to take a green-white land, and I talked about how taking the allied colored lands is not what you want to do. I'll take Dragon Grip, I guess. Ooh, Naturalize, premium sideboard card. Give me that Teamer banner. Get in there. And Siegecraft coming around instead of the basic land. Ugh, classic. Okay, so basically got 26 playables here. That's pretty good. I got 0 lands. Look at this pool. I got Foil Mountain. We're not really going to get there on fixing with Foil Mountain. So the question is, do I cut all of the green cards? I have so many good green cards, though. Alright, if I cut all the green cards, how many playables do I have? 19. So I would only have to add... I definitely want to play 18 lands. I would only have to find 3 cards to play. That seems really challenging, actually. I don't think I have 3 cards up here I want to play. Alright, so forget about the plan of cutting all the green cards. So, I think I'm going to cut the Teamer Charger. Air of the Wild's so good. Abzan Charm is good. I think I'll probably cut Hooting Mandrills. Abzan Guide's fine because it morphs. Tuskguard Captain's just good. Like, I gotta keep that. I guess I could cut the Parapet. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Parapet. I want to try to be aggressive here. With all my 2-drops, and if I'm in a matchup where I want to side in Parapet, I definitely will. But I think it's definitely reasonable to cut the Parapet. Okay, so 23, so I want to make one more cut. I'll put my morphs here. So the first thing that I'm thinking that I want to cut, I have a fair amount of morphs, that's pretty good. The first thing that I'm thinking I want to cut is the second Krumar Bondkin, just because I'm not totally crazy about this card. But I think I do want to have a reasonable number of morphs. Like, the more morphs I have, the better off I think I'm going to be. Battle Priest, Kieran, Smite, Horde Mate. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I want to cut more than the Krumar Bondkin, so I think that's what I want to cut. Yeah, I want to have some more guys up in the air. Yeah, so I think this is probably the deck. It looks pretty sweet. Some lands would be nice, but I definitely think this looks like a reasonable deck. And then possible sideboard options to keep in mind. Krumar Bondkin, if I get into a grindier game, I might just want a higher power guy versus like one of these 2-drops. Same thing with Hooting Mandrills. I might just want to go for more top end. Archer's Parapet, I'll definitely want to side in if I'm playing against like a Mardu deck or something. Same thing with like Sidisi's Pet. Probably wouldn't want to, but Bitter Revelation can always side that in. But although Obzan Charm kind of does the same thing as an option. Well, I guess if I'm looking for a land, Bitter Revelation helps me with that. Let me add some of my basics here. So what does Magic Online say? 9, 6, and 3. Jeez, only 3 forests? That doesn't seem very good. Let me color sort. Yeah, maybe 3 green sources is okay when I have only 3 green cards really, and I can play this as more. But man, I think I want at least 4 green sources, don't I? I'm not sure. I don't have any double colored cards with the exception of Krumar Bonkin. How many? All right, so 6 black. More like 9 black. So maybe this is right. I think yeah, I mean, maybe this is okay. Like, it just... 3 green sources. Where'd my other forest go? Jeez. Ooh, do we have the alt art forest? Yeah, give me the alt art forest. I definitely want to have 4 green sources, but I really don't know what to cut for it. I don't think I want to cut a swamp. Like, this is a lot of black cards, and I want to have black early for stuff like Skull Hunter. I definitely want to hit Raider Spoils on turn 4 if I have it in my opening hand. Murderous Cut, yeah, I need to have all that stuff available. So maybe I can cut a Plains. I mean, 9 planes for 11 cards. It seems about right, but I don't have any double white. I guess I have Outlast guys, which are kind of white intensive. Yeah, like the Einok Bondkin. I don't know, maybe 3 green sources is okay. No, I have to have 4. I think I'm going to cut a plains for a forest. That could be wrong. I'm not sure. 8, 4, and 6. That's a hell of a mana base. This isn't going to go well, is it? Jeez. So, where could I have picked up fixing? I saw a couple Scoured Barons. I'll have to go look. I'll have to go back and look at the video and see what picks I took instead. But I feel like my deck's power level is really high. I just want to play out like 2 drops, I think, and just beat down on people. I mean, the format's really slow and grindy, and I think a lot of people are at this point are playing these like clunkier, slower 5-color decks. And if I can get a creature down on turn 2, I think that'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and submit. Cross my fingers, hope the mana works out, and I will see you guys when the first match starts.